Hey, Dr. Josh Widener here with Patient Mastery, where we help great chiropractors make more money by becoming the go-to, getting paid what you're worth, and patients getting better by following your recommendations and paying you for worthwhile care. What I'm going to talk about today, after working for years with hundreds of chiropractors and seeing the trends, is the number one reason stopping chiropractors from generating wealth. And I'm going to go beyond the one reason. I'm actually going to give you 4 reasons. You're gonna see if you fit into any of those, and then solutions to get out of it. Because not just have I worked with chiropractors and seen the trends, I started off after school from scratch with somewhere between $3,000 and $5,000 to my name in my bank account. No funding, no help from the parents, $185,000 in grad student loan debt, which I knocked out within 4 years. I know what it's like to have nothing, and I know what it's like to have accumulated a lot. I know what it's like to have lost a bunch, and I know what it's like to be in a good position from doing the right things daily and discipline and being smart about it. What I'm going to share with you is how we sabotage ourselves unnecessarily. So the first one, undeserving beliefs, and this is from your upbringing. This isn't something that popped up because of what this politician is saying, or your next door neighbor said, or because you had a bad year last year. No, this is undeserving beliefs from what happened before you were probably 7 years old, but got anchored all throughout your childhood years until you left. Where primarily? Well, let's make it easy. Obviously, your parents or caregivers. You know, be politically correct in case you were raised by other people. This doesn't mean they intentionally imprinted on you, you shouldn't be wealthy or anything like that. It's whatever your parents were. For me, there was the Toyota Camry in the garage. There was the one vacation a year. Standard American upbringing, middle, lower class, whatever. It's not that they did it on purpose, it's they were socioeconomically. And as chiropractors, most chiropractors were brought up in middle to lower socioeconomic status. So you're just imprinted, this is the lifestyle. Maybe it's, like I said, one vacation a year is what is normal. And you're seeing this as 5 years old, 8 years old, 7 years old. You're seeing one vacation. Oh, that's what families do. That's what I should be doing as an adult. One vacation a year. There's the car in the driveway. Toyota Camry, not the Lamborghini. And I'm not saying you should be striving for a Lamborghini, it's just a difference and obviously perspective of what's normal, what's standard. If that's what my parents are doing, that must be normal. So we get this from our parents. We get this from religion. In certain religions, some things are preached or misinterpreted, and it's like money is the root of all evil, and the more you have, the worse you are, things like that. And like I said, whether it's parents or the friends you grew up with, what their parents had, what they were doing, the town you grew up in, all of that socio-economic environment. So the culture you were raised in, most likely, because it's insulated, towns usually have relative median incomes. Where you grew up, you knew what was the norm. That gets imprinted. Doesn't mean you can't change it, but I'll tell you at the end of this video, what do you need to do to start changing it? The second is, literally, it's just too tough. You don't have the discipline. So it could be the discipline to save. The discipline of, hey, I'm gonna take 10%. Just age-old rule. You save 10% of everything that comes to you. Doesn't mean you can't still tithe if that's part of your mindset. 10% of what comes to you, and it's not the only 10% you save, but it's the first 10% you save. There's other pieces of that other 90% that you're gonna save, but just having self-discipline. And are you saving it in the right places? Are you throwing the first 10% to unproven, skeptical, hopefully get rich quick, it's gonna triple this year investments? Or are you putting it to tried and true over decades? This is shown, this is how people increase their wealth. It's your choice, it's your discipline. But it's too tough. That's chasing too good to be true. When I said I've lost a lot by making stupid mistakes, by chasing alongside investing in the secure, also investing in, I hope this will double, I'm risking, all of that. I've lost more than I want to admit. Third one, money will turn me something, whether it's evil or bad person habits. And you know what? There's some truth to that. It's definitely possible because more money gives you more access, gives you more ego, access to do things, more freedom, accessibility. And if you're not disciplined, things can go downhill when you start coasting, when you get too ego inflated, all of that. You've probably heard, whoever you are now, with more money, it's going to be inflated. If you're a genuinely generous person and kind, you're going to have the ability to be more generous and be kind. Bad habits, you're going to have more ability to do those bad habits. But just the thought that whoever you are now, it's going to make you worse, it's not true. This is an interesting one. This is, who am I to be wealthy when so much of the world lives in poverty or lives on $5 a day? So who am I to be wealthy when people have so much less? And your ability to be abundant and wealthy is not hurting others. There's no finite amount and you get more so everyone else's goes down. The more you get gives you the ability to make a difference. You're totally free to do whatever you want with your money. Do you see yourself in any of these four or multiple of them? Definitely one. And for one, chiropractors, one is the most common. 2 ways to start shifting that. 1, flipping the switch. So first, you deserve it. That's the name of the book, Deserving Process. You start doing this, you do it daily on a significant area that you know is painful inside and is stopping you from becoming the leader and the money generator and the money responsible handler that you can become. You will see a shift. You can download the book for free at patientmastery.com. You can listen to me speak it on Audible or get the physical copy on Amazon, but do the deserving process. Reading a book, whether it's You Deserve It or any other book, is not going to do anything for you unless you choose to act on it. And I show you a process that doesn't cost a dime, that you can do from the comfort of your own home. You don't have to get on the phone with anyone. You don't have to chant mantras. You don't have to embarrass yourself, and it works. Increasing the DCs you're around. Business mentors and colleagues, when you are around people operating at a higher level than you, it naturally raises your perception of ability. Everything from, if he can do it or she can do it, I could do it. Everything from, oh, that's how they do it. I never realized you could do pricing structures like that. I never realized you could recommend care like that. Oh wow, how they give that simple, eloquent recommendations in just a few minutes is so much easier, more professional than the way I spend 25 minutes doing it and people say, I gotta go think about it, I gotta go talk to my spouse, I'll call you, and 50% never return. Being around DCs, just raise your energy. Being around DCs above you, raise your energy, give you ideas, give you insights, things you can't even understand necessarily, and they're just subconscious. It raises your ability to have the life you want closer to what you aspire and see in them. That's why you need to find a tribe that congruent, inspires you, and practices in a way that you want to practice. Find the group that resonates with you, with docs who are above you, so you grow into their level on part of your trajectory by clearing out, that's the deserving process, all the stuff that's holding you down. It's possible, but you first identify where you're stuck, 2 avenues, axes to move forward, and all I want is the best for you. You help people day in and day out get back to their life. You deserve to have an amazing life yourself. Thanks for all you do. You need help, go to patientmastery.com. We will show you a proven process. Double your collections, double your profits, 3-day weekends, and love being in practice. Thanks for all you do.